I would like to present Poznań Supercomputing and Networking Center transnational activities in the Visionair project. We did some of them in recent years, in past years. So first, the short introduction. We are a partner of ultra high definition and networking work package of the Visionair project. We have a lot of 4K and 3D equipment, cameras, projection system, and we have good connection to European networks for compressed and uncompressed streaming. So that's very good set of competence, because from one hand we have we do a lot with the video, and on the other hand with streaming networking, so we can send images and video images through the network. So in past years we took part in a lot of demonstrations and experiments related to ultra high definition and streaming. We instead of hosting people in our lab, it was also possible to travel with our 4K 3D projection system and cameras and connect to the network in the user's site. Ultra high definition and networking focus on visualizing high quality images up to 4 or 8K. It allows to share high definition images and movies over a very fast network. And we have 4 partners, and we can use the infrastructure independent or combine them for complex scientific experiments. So for this collaboration we use Giant network mostly, but also dedicated connections. So we are able to send images over a very high speed network. So first one was for SurfNet. SurfNet was the user, and we prepared common demonstration for presenting streaming technologies required for transmission of ultra high definition streams. So the main goal was to send video from Poznań in Poland, from Psnc, to Amsterdam during Cinegrid Amsterdam event. It was the conference in Amsterdam, and in the same time we sent 3 streams. One of them was 4K 60 frames per second stream compressed with JPEG 2000. The second one was full HD 3D live content, and the last one was just the video conference, just to compare three types of video. The goal was also to assess the quality of experience between those three types of video. So very good quality 4K 60p 3D and just video conference. So the total stream sent from Poznań to Amsterdam was was a bit less than 1 gigabit per second, and we used HPDNet network. So the main goal was to compare 3 types of video, and of course we had to do a lot with the integration of hardware and software. So it was done. It was successful. People were very enjoyed with 4K 60p, maybe even more than 3D, because 3D was lower resolution and lower frame rate. So we had a lot of good results of this experiment. It was quite a big community in Amsterdam watching this demonstration, so it was very fine. Another TNA was done in Zagreb, so we also traveled with the infrastructure. We took our projectors and went to Zagreb, It was Info 2012 conference organized by Carnet, and it was the first presentation of 4K 3D in Croatia ever. So it was quite interesting, and you can see on the image we can see President of Croatia, who has also attended the demonstration. So it was quite big event. The use case was streaming for medical purposes. So there were a lot of doctor and medical staff from Poliklinika Świetlost evaluated the quality of experience in medical appliances. So it was also very interesting for them, and we did streaming. Next one, TNA was already presented by University of Twente on Visionair seminar, but from different perspective, as it was collaboration between Psnc, University of Twente, Surfnet and Siena. So there were two sites from Visionair and two users. So we did long distance human-robot interaction in 4K 3D, 60 frames per second, so very good resolution, very good frame rate, and very good experience in stereoscopic for Visionair. There were several displays, 4K 3D and holographic and HD. So a lot of interesting comparisons. The distance was 2,000 kilometers between Poznań. The stream was the robot was in Poznań and in Maastricht during Terrain Networking conference. People were able to control this robot with having force feedback, so with haptic device. It's the distance between Poznań and Maastricht is 900 kilometers by car, but it's 2,000 kilometers of network optical path. And there was a question whether we can do it. We can send this 40 gig per second, 40 gigabits per second stream. But it was done, and it was fine. Another issue was logistics, so transportation of ultra high definition projectors. Each projector is 120 kilograms. So it was a quite big logistic issue. And Siena and University of Twente had to send network devices and robot arm to Poznań. So we transported projectors to Maastricht, and they transported network devices and robot to Poznań. We had to build a cinema room, so you can see the plan and the implementation. Let's say the implementation. So it was a lot of planning, a lot of drawings, and then building the dark room for the dark cinema room. It was also done by Surfnet and succeeded. There was a lot of technology integration, as it was probably the first or one of the first transmission in 40 gig uncompressed video stream of 4K 3D 60p, probably the first one in Europe. So we had a lot of issues with converters, with different video modes, interfaces, frame rates, etc. You can see some of converters, but there were a lot of them really. You can see pictures from Maastricht. So it was dark room with 4K 3D presentation. On the left you can see holographic display. There was also comparison between uncompressed and compressed stream. So a lot of displays, a lot of interesting results as well. Haptic technology was already presented by University of Twente, but the game in Poznań was Leaning Tower of Pisa, where the robot arm controlled remotely was playing the Leaning Tower of Pisa game. It was force feedback, and the latency of haptic device between haptic device and robot was less than 20 milliseconds. So it was really low. For network transport, as I said, it was 2,000 kilometers of light path, We use direct connection between Pioneer network in Poland and SurfNet in Netherlands. Via the point of contact was Hamburg, and the network latency of uncompressed stream 4K on 40 gig link was less than 10 milliseconds one way. So it means we had about 60 milliseconds in total between recording signal, recording video by camera, by 4K cameras, until presenting it on 4K displays. So the resolution was ultra high definition. It was stereoscopic image, 60 frames per second, and as I said, about 60 milliseconds of total delay. So it's about 4 frames of the movie. The configuration we had to build because the hardware configuration was quite complicated, but we can simplify it a bit. So we had in Psnc on the right side, we had a lot of cameras, 2 4K cameras, 2 HD cameras, and the robot arm. On the left in Maastricht, we had a lot of projection system, HD, 3D. We had 4K uncompressed and compressed, and 4K 3D projection, holographic illusion display, and haptic controller. The holographic illusion was done with the special foil, so it was also quite interesting experience to see holography, or not real holography, but the experience of holographic illusion. There was also comparison between uncompressed and compressed video. So the latency in JPEG 2000 compressed increased up to 10 frames in total. So it was also not so much. Another TNA we did together with I2CAT was Future Internet Assembly in Dublin. It was the common concert of musicians in different sites, in different cities. It was the final image was presented, the final image and the final audio was presented in Dublin, but musicians were in Kortrijk, in Barcelona, and Trento. We also get the video signal to Psnc. It was already presented by I2CAT, so I don't want to reply the same. But it was also a big success and quite interesting experience. Another one, TNA, was research on new enablers for artistic virtual environments, also done together with I2CAT and INRIA. It was quite similar to the previous one, so for Dublin. But this time it was the presentation was in Vilnius. There were also 3-4 sites of the demonstration. So it was Barcelona, Vilnius, of course, Psnc, and Grenoble. And it was common concert of musicians with a virtual dancer. So probably Indria will talk something more about this. I don't want to say the same. So the last one, transnational activity, was done for CAR Center, the Multi-Sport High Performance Center in Catalonia, and which was part of Experimedia project. Experimedia was the project to deliver platform for research and evaluation of innovative products for future media internet. And the CAR is Sport Center in Catalonia. So we provided them special hardware devices, cameras and displays for making experiment, the video conference between coach and athletes or gymnasts. It was a high definition 3D picture, helping maintaining of the training. So the coach was able to see athletes or gymnasts in real time, and then had access to replace frame by frame and do frame by frame analysis of the training. We did three movies about our TNA, so they are available in the internet.